Hey everyone, welcome back to my daily breakdown of California versus Larry Millete in the heartbreaking case of Maya Millete. This is a preliminary hearing of 2023. The trial will be March 2026, so it's coming up quick. By way of reminder, this is a local case for me, so I'm super interested in it. Hope to attend the trial, at least some of the trial in person, if I possibly can. And there's episodes who drop every day, almost every day. So if you're confused about where we are in the timeline, just check out the playlist. They're all in order from where we start to up till today. So that's capital M hyphen, capital P, lowercase LAY, LIST. So with that, let's get started on today's episode. And we're still on day 3. And this is the direct testimony of JR, who is Maya Milliete's youngest brother, the youngest in the family. So let's get rolling.
He mentioned that he threatened to open up her investigation about the job investigation against her. I don't know exactly what that was.
But that was something you told
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
Sorry, she takes down every word we say.
Sorry.
That's the court order there. You had said that he said he had been at work all day. Did you ask him any more about where he had been that day?
No, but after some conversation we had, he mentioned that there was a point where he mentioned that Lazarus had been eating French fries all day because he was with him or something.
Did he say anything? Did the defendant say anything more about that?
No.
When you say he was with him, did
He
he
was-
say where he was?
No, he just said he was with him all day.
Did he say where Lazarus was eating fries?
In the car? Oh, no, he did not say. I'm sorry.
Was that unusual to you? Why does that stick out to you that he said he was with Lazarus eating French fries?
Well, prior to that, he mentioned that he was at work. He just got home from work. I'm sorry.
Did you know whether or not it was common for the defendant to take Lazarus with him to work?
No.
What was it about that kind of struck you as unusual?
That he was with. I'm sorry.
Let me rephrase it. You had said at one point he said he was at work, and then he said he had been with Lazarus eating French fries.
Mhm.
What was it about that caused you to remember that so distinctly?
Well, because he said he was at work, and then after he said that he was with Lazarus. But I don't think I'm not sure if he went to work with Lazarus.
That's about where he works.
Yes. Do you know where your brother-in-law, the defendant, worked at that time?
At the Navy Hospital
Where?
in San Diego.
Do you know where it is?
I don't know exactly where it is.
It's Balboa Hospital?
It's in Balboa Hospital. I'm sorry.
And do you know what he does? What was he doing at that time for a living?
I just know he was making glasses. He makes glasses.
Did he work in an office?
I don't know.
Did he work at the Navy Hospital?
Yes.
I think there will be more testimony subsequent.
So Larry was an optician for the Naval Hospital. He had been in the Navy when they first married. And as we've heard earlier, that Maya also worked as a contractor, negotiating contracts, basically working for the Navy. And because of that, Larry mentioned to JR that Maya and he had gotten in a fight on the 7th, which is the last day she was heard from, about a couple of things, including this alleged affair she was having with someone that she worked with, and allegedly calling or threatening to call his wife, and threatening to involve her employer for the second time regarding her personal conduct with fraternizing with, co-workers or even subordinates in this case, I believe. So that's what that was all about. There's certain specific rules that the Navy has about dating someone that you work with and that kind of thing on the workplace. So that's what that is all about. And we will hear more about it, but it was a big point of contention. And I just thought that was an interesting contrast to Maya, who was trying to protect Larry and keep him from having trouble um, with his employer, also the Navy, by not reporting him to the police when he was abusive. It was quite the opposite for Larry.
How long would you say you were at the house on the 8th?
Can't remember exactly. Maybe 30, 45 minutes.
After being at the bedroom door, knocking, did you ask if you could get into the bedroom?
I did not.
Did you try to open the bedroom door?
I checked if it was locked.
And was it?
Yes.
Did you ask your brother-in-law if there was a way to get in?
No.
Any reason why you didn't ask?
I just felt like it wasn't my place.
Why not?
I didn't want to be intrusive, or just I wanted to be respectful.
So what did you do?
I walked back downstairs,
And what happened next?
and we had some conversation about cryptocurrencies, how he had just sold some of his bitcoins, and then he was upset because a week later the price was up, and then there was some conversation when he mentioned about explaining to me how sometimes like domestic, like when you're just by he explained to me about something about domestic violence, so that you can't even like punch a wall or hit a wall right next to a person that could be considered like a domestic abuse or something, or verbal abuse. He also was saying something about that.
Well, that's interesting because the forensic specialist, I believe it was, testified that there was a recently patched wall that might have appeared to be punched through. He didn't speculate about that, but there probably will be more about this in the trial.
How did you take that?
I just didn't know what to say. I was like, it's kind of weird.
Was that in response to any question that you had?
I don't remember if it was a question. No.
And tell us, describe, did he do anything to show you what he meant, or was he just describing it?
He was just describing it. Oh, I'm sorry. He did hit the wall, like right next to my head, and he said, "Yeah, you can't even do this. You're not allowed. You can't. You know."
Where were you standing at the time?
I was still by the front door, leaning kind of against the wall.
I don't know if 2-5, I'm gonna put it up on the screen there. Is that entryway area, were you that close to the front door? Were you further into the house?
No, I was close to the front door, like to where the bench is, to the left.
You're standing by the bench, and where was the defendant?
In front of me.
In front of you, like where in relation to the front door? In other words, were you back to the front door? Were you facing the front door?
Back to the front door.
And your brother-in-law was facing you?
Yes.
And so, do you see the wall in that entryway that he hit with his hand?
Yes.
If we're looking at the photograph, would it be on the left or the right?
The left.
Do you recall what hand he used to hit the wall?
I don't recall.
How close to your head did he hit?
It was close. It was
Wow.
just a few inches.
For the record, could you show me again with your hand? So the witness put his hand just up with his fingers towards the sky, towards the ceiling, and about 3 inches, 2 inches from his head.
From what?
2 inches from his hand. I'm asking for everybody's agreement on that.
Sure.
You may have had a better perspective.
It seems about 2 to 3 inches. That's how close it was to your head.
Yes, sir.
One up was open hand, closed fist.
Was it open hand or closed fist?
Open hand.
And describe how his hand hit the wall.
Like a slap on the wall.
Can you show us by using?
Like yeah, he's like, you can't even do this.
So, open hand, you just, sitting at the witness stand, use your open hand to hit the panel to your right there at the witness stand. I don't know how to describe the sound. The sound, I guess, will have to speak for itself, but with a fairly loud, significant amount of force that it made a noise.
Yes,
And that is a physical demonstration of what you witnessed.
correct. Yes, Your Honor.
And it was in that context that the defendant hit the wall that he said something to the effect of, explain that again?
Like you can't even you can't even do this, or you're not. Yes, you can't even do this,
You can't even do this or what?
or it's considered domestic abuse.
Did you respond to that?
I just said really, yeah, yeah. And, it's kind of like a question.
I don't think I would have just said, really. I would have said, don't do that, man. Don't be banging the wall next to my head. That's very aggressive. It sounds like Larry still had some leftover aggression. I guess he didn't get it all out with what he had done the previous 24 hours. It sounded like he was maybe even trying to intimidate his brother-in-law. Let me know what you think.
Was there any more discussion about that?
He also mentioned about like mental abuse, like shouting, yelling. That could be considered like a domestic violence as well.
Did he say anything else?
Not that I can remember.
When you were up at the door, knocking and saying your sister's name, where was the defendant at that time?
Downstairs?
Did he come up and try to knock on the door with you?
No.
Did he appear to be watching you? Was he within your view at all?
Yes.
What was he doing?
He was just standing
Upstairs or downstairs?
downstairs.
Did he offer to help?
No.
What was his demeanor like?
I don't know.
Did he seem concerned?
I couldn't tell.
Did he seem worried?
I couldn't tell.
Thinking back about your phone
When you
conversation,
say couldn't tell, do you mean you don't remember, or you weren't able to gauge it?
I wasn't able to gauge it.
when you think back about your phone conversation with him on August 12th, when your sister had left the house, was his tone of voice similar to how it was on August 12th?
No.
How was it different?
It was more calm, I guess.
When you were knocking on the door to your sister's room, did you notice anything, any damage to the door?
Yes, I did.
What did you notice?
There was a patch by the door handle.
Could you tell if it was new or not? In other words, whether or not the patch was wet or?
I did not touch it. I couldn't tell if it was new.
Did you see anything that looked like your sister had been packing for Big Bear?
There were 3 luggages by the downstairs. Downstairs by the right by the stairs.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as Court Exhibit 5-1. And if you can just turn to that in the binder under tab 5. I'm going to ask you if you recognize what's circled in red there at the bottom left-hand corner.
Yes,
And what do you recognize that to be?
the luggages.
And is that the same luggage that you saw when you went to the house?
Yes.
While you were downstairs, did you notice anything unusual happening upstairs as you were talking to Larry?
Yes, I noticed their daughter Melanie, while Larry and I were talking downstairs, I could see her running across the hall towards the bedroom door and basically kicking the door pretty hard. The master bedroom door.
How many times did she kick the door?
A few times.
How much force would you say was she using when she kicked the door?
It seems it was quite a lot. It's almost like the door would kind of flex back.
Do you know whether or not your niece takes any kind of martial arts?
Yes,
What does she take?
she was taking some mixed martial arts and I think karate, if I'm not mistaken.
Did you see the way she was kicking the door?
Yes,
Could you describe it?
like she would run across the hall and basically jump and kick the door.
Could you hear it downstairs?
Yes.
Was Melanie saying anything?
No.
Where were you? Were you still at the same place that you had showed us earlier where Larry had hit the wall?
Yes.
How many times would you say Melanie kicked the door?
I'm not sure exactly how many times.
More than once?
More than once.
More than twice?
Yes.
More than 5 times?
I don't think so. I don't think it was more than 5.
Did the door open?
No.
Did anyone come to the door?
No.
Did Melanie indicate that she heard anything inside the bedroom?
No.
Did Melanie ever say why she was doing that?
No.
Did the defendant react at all or say anything to Melanie while she was kicking the door?
I don't remember.
What did you do next?
So that's really weird. Remember, Milani's about 10 years old at this time. She's the one who opened the door for her Uncle JR to come in. She said her mother had been locked in her room for 11 hours and hadn't fed them, even though it's later found out that the grandparents were babysitting them that day. She was with her grandparents. But so I don't know where she got that story, but then she was also kicking at the door. So was she imitating her father? Was she upset because her mother wasn't coming out? Did she know that her mother wasn't going to come out? It's just such a strange account. It's just beyond strange. I don't even know what to make of it. I really don't. There's just so much in this testimony that I could comment on, but I'm going to just keep rolling. I don't want to ruin it for you. We'll catch up in the comments.
Actually, before I ask you that, let me ask you to look at 2-20, which is up on the screen. Do you recognize this to be a photograph kind of looking down the landing from the direction of your sister's bedroom?
Yes.
And so can you describe using this photo where Melanie was when she was running across to kick the door?
Just before the steps going down.
So if you come up the stairs, you have to take another couple of stairs to get to the landing that would then lead to the walkway towards your sister's room.
If I remember it, yes.
I'm sorry, last time. I didn't hear this.
If I remember correctly, yes.
What was the red bucket there? Let's use that as a reference.
Was she where the red bucket was?
No.
If you were walking towards your sister's bedroom from the red bucket, do you have to go up a step or two?
Yes.
And so was Melanie up the steps?
Yes.
But would you say she was closer to the steps or closer to the bedroom door?
I would say closer to the step.
And would she walk to kick the door?
No, she ran. Yes.
You said you could hear it from where you were downstairs.
I could see it. Yes.
What happened next? Anything else significant before you left the house that you can recall?
I can't remember.
When you drove away, which way did you drive?
I decided to go the other way, where I usually go, and pulling out from the driveway to the stop sign, I made a left instead of a right to see behind the house where I could see the master bedroom.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 26-1, which is an overview. Does this appear to be an accurate overview of where your sister's house is
Yes.
located in Chula Vista?
Yes.
And if we kind of zoom in a bit, Did you, let me back up. As you drove out of that, drove away from her house, if you're looking out the front door of the house, did you drive to the right or to the left?
To the left.
Do you know what street that is? Does Calle La Quinta sound familiar?
Yes, yes.
You drove towards Calle La Quinta, which
Can you spell that?
CALLELAQUINTA. When you got to that T intersection, then did you turn right or did you turn left?
I turned left.
Why?
I wanted to see the back of the house where I could see the master bedroom windows.
Why?
To check to see if there was any kind of indication that somebody was in there.
Could you see anything?
No,
What did you see?
just a dark room. There was no lights.
Did you go back to the house on January 9th?
Yes.
Why?
Just to see, just to check up on her again.
When you got home, actually when you left the house, did you communicate with your siblings?
I called my brother, JP.
At that point, had anybody heard from your sister?
I don't think so.
And then, did you sleep that night?
No.
He said that he sleep at night.
Did he was able to sleep that night? Did you go home and go to sleep that night?
I don't remember if I had. I can't remember.
You can't remember what.
That if I slept that night or
But you went home.
I didn't go home. Yes.
You just don't remember if you were able to sleep.
Yes.
And the next day, did you communicate with your siblings?
Yes.
And then what time did you go back to the house on sale of Gus?
I don't remember exactly what time.
Did you go inside the house?
Yes.
Do you remember noticing anything unusual about the refrigerators?
Yes. When
Let's actually take a break. Take a 15-minute recess.
Side. In any case, a lot of very stressful, sad accounts here from Maya's brother. I just found it heartbreaking to think of him knocking on her bedroom door, calling out her name, and knowing that she wasn't there because Larry had been gone. Of course, he didn't know this at the time, that Larry had been gone for 11 hours, making sure that she would never be found, and she still has not yet been found.